pretty easy, right? It's pretty self-explanatory. You know, it's just the effort of learning how to use it. So to those of you watching this, congratulations. Other people kind of just like watch it for a minute, like, I don't know, it's too hard. It's not. It's very, very easy. So if you want to make changes to your website, right here, click on save. Okay. And then right here, click on this X and go to view page. And there you go. We have our beautiful homepage right there. Super simple to make. And of course, guys, remember I put that link in there, so darrellwilson.com. If I click on the start button, it's going to take me to my website, darrellwilson.com. So this is my website, darrellwilson.com. So again, you're just going to go ahead and put any link right there, but we're probably going to end up putting our other pages, like our contact page and our about us page, because usually when they come to our site, you want them to, you know, go to your contact us page. Okay. So now let's go ahead and keep making this website. So right here, click on edit with Elementor, and we're just going to keep going down section by section, guys. And I want you to kind of understand what we're going to do. So right here, I want you to look at this section. So basically this is a 2-column section with text, text, and text. So it's a column with 3 text modules in it. That's it. So right here, add a new section, put in these 2 right here. And right here, I have the text editor. I'm going to put this right here. And I'm just going to go ahead and put something else in there, like, I don't know, what do I put? I have the biggest problem with finding text, so rest is mine. Yeah, rest is mine. Rest is mine. Now for this style right here, I just did style, and I put it to the right. And then I put the color as white. Okay. Now I know you can't see it, and that's because we're going to change this background to black right here. So right here, under this section, we can go to our style. And now for the background type, we can click on classic, and we can change the color to black. And now we can see this. Now we can also do the gradient effect. So I'm actually going to show you what the gradient effect is right now. So the gradient effect right here, if I click on it, we can change this to different colors. So for example, right here, I have color. And I can change this to something like green, and then our secondary color, we can change the location. And guys, you can do this for every single module. So it's limitless on your creativity. So however creative you are, I am not the best web designer. I'm really not, you know, and other people are just like so much better than me. You know, they have such creative websites and creative ideas. So that's basically how you would do the gradient effect. So I'm actually just going to go ahead and leave it as classic right here. I'm just going to do a solid black right now. Okay. So I'm gonna click on this right here, which is the text module. I'm gonna go to style, change the topography to something like, you know, I think I was doing open sans. So the open sans. And then right here, I'm gonna go ahead and say, you know, I want it just a little tad bigger. Maybe we can have it at, let's see what we have it at. Have it at, is that good? That's good, 20, 29, or let's do 20. 20, there you go. 25, let's just do 25. Or no, 20. Yeah, I'm a perfectionist. It's really annoying. So this right here is like the settings again, guys. So open sans, we can go ahead and leave that. Now I want to go ahead and add another one. So I want to go ahead and add in a heading right here, right below that. And I want to change the alignments to right. So I want it right here. And right here, I'm going to type in forward brands. Okay, then again to style. Now also, you see where it says link. So if someone can actually come to your website and they can click on this, it will link them to wherever you want. And HTML tags, you know, guys, I'm not going to get into HTML tags too much because this is regarding SEO, but this is basically for like, you know, SEO purposes. And I have a video on Freelancer if you guys are interested in SEO, but I'm not going to get too much into HTML tags. They're really not as necessary because for beginners, you're pretty much never going to understand what it is because it deals a lot with HTML. So it's not really important for us. But right here, I'm going to click on style and go to text color and go to white. Usually like the titles of everything are H1 and then like the contents like H2, H3. It's just for SEO purposes, like, you know, like search engine optimization and stuff like that. So right here, I'm gonna change it to something like, I think I did open sans again. Okay, and then we can change like the size of it to like, let's do like 30. 30 is good. Now guys, also what we're gonna do is we're actually going to go ahead and just duplicate this whole row because we don't really need to do this twice. So right here, you can see on this right side, we have an empty box. We're just basically gonna duplicate everything and then just, you know, do it from, just duplicate it because there's no reason for us to do it from scratch, you know? So there you go. Now I'm gonna click on this and go to text editor. And go ahead and put this to the right. And then change this to white. And then also we're going to go ahead and put this as open sans. Okay. All right, cool. So we have one section right here. And let's go ahead and just duplicate this row and then just add it to this section right here. I don't feel like doing all that over again with the font and everything. It was too much work. So here I'm gonna duplicate it. Now I'm gonna drag this to this column right here, and I'm gonna go ahead and delete this one right here. Okay. Now the reason it looks like this is because remember the settings are still to the right side. So all we need to do is click on this click on the text right here. Now in the style editor, go to style, and then I want it on the left side. Okay. So right here, same thing. The alignment right here for the header is actually right here. And then this section right here, again, style, left side. And we don't want to change this, we don't want the same text. We'll do like creative markets, and then we'll do like WordPress is fun. Oh, that's too much. We'll just do cool job. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. So over here, under this, I want to change this to style. And I want to change the color. I want to change something like this right here. So you see what I've done right here? So how I have these corresponding colors and it looks really cool. Now guys, some tips for a lot of you. When you're building websites and you're learning how to do this, try to keep your colors consistent. You don't want like 8, 9 colors on your website. It's gonna look tacky. Having 2 to 3 colors, you guys can see I have white, black, and this, see that's ugly, but that's okay. But I have like white, black, and this blue. It looks good, right? And it's consistent. So I want to keep these colors consistent because I like to teach people how to make really good websites, not ugly websites. Now guys, so right here is the section. So this section right here controls this whole area. You see this tab right here. So over here under style, click on that and go to advanced. Now you see this right here where it says link values together. I want you to unclick that. So now we're going to the more advanced stuff. So the margin. The margin is basically saying, where do I want this to start from? Do I want to start from 10? Or do I want to start from -10? -10 would be the opposite direction. So again, I'm going to click on this again. That's really annoying. So right here, I'm going to go to -10. I'm sorry, -10. No, not 100, 10. So now you see how this is actually starting up a little bit higher than it's supposed to. And as a result, it's actually pushing up on the page. So right here, again, I can go to, let's do, what's the margin here? Let's do -50. Oh, sorry. You have to do the minus and then 50. Oh, that's too much. Too much. So now you guys can see how it's pushing up on the picture just like it is on my website. See how it's pushing up right here? So it's kind of like not where it's supposed to be, but it's kind of a design. So that's exactly how I achieved that design right there. So I just basically put in some margin. So I also want to show you what padding is. So guys, padding is basically space. So how much space do you want right here? Well, let's say I want 10 pixels above. Then you get 10 pixels above. Let's say I want 50. So basically saying I want space right here. I want 50 pixels of space to the top. Now you can do this for the right, you can do this for the bottom and to the left. But the issue is we don't really have anything. We already have enough padding right here. We don't really need to add more. So I just want to go ahead and focus more on the margin. So right here I'm gonna do -50. Oh, nope, too much. There we go. Okay, -50, and there you go. So now that's how I achieve that kind of clashing design. So right here, I'm gonna go to save. All right, so let's go ahead and keep going. So the next section. Now I want you guys to understand what I did here. So right here, I added basically just a section for text, and then I added a divider. That's all I did. And then I made a 3-column row with icons. So I'm gonna show you what that is right now. So right here, I'm gonna click on this, click on a new section, click on this one right here. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put the text right here. So right here under text editor. And I'm gonna do we are amazing. But I wanna do lowercase. So we are amazing. And style, I wanna go ahead and put in center. And I wanna change this to black. And then again, I'm gonna do open sans. Oh, the wrong one. Open sans. And then of course we can change the size to something, we can change it bigger or something or whatever we want. I'll just go ahead and put 20 or 22 is okay. And then the weight, I'll do like 300. Kind of like that look, it's simple, it's easy. I think that's what Apple uses. So remember how we talked about padding? This is actually where it's gonna come more into use. So you guys can see right here, this is too close to this right here. I don't want this too close, you know? So right here, I click on this, which is controlling this whole section, and go to advanced. Now for this section right here, I want to click on this because if you click on link values together, it does it for all of them. And I don't really want that. See how it's doing for all of them? No, I don't want that. So click on this and say, look, I want to give maybe, 50 pixels. 50 pixels, or let's do 100. So you see how it's kind of pushing space because we don't want to have everything clustered. So just like right here, you guys can see that I added space right here. So I want enough space to introduce the new section. So without it being all clustered and noisy. So all I did was basically add in some space. Okay. Now I want to go ahead and add in another text right here. So click on this, the header, and then drag it right there. And again, put that in the center. And then I'm going to put bring something special. And I'm going to center this right here. Now for the style, I'm going to change this to black. And then, I'll probably do open sans again. Open, there we go. Annie, use your telescope. What is that font? Okay, I've never seen that one. Annie, who names a font Annie, use your telescope? People are crazy. All right, so 300 right there. I'm gonna go ahead and make this like maybe uppercase and make it a little bit bigger. All right, and the last thing I want to do is go ahead and put in this next divider right here. So divider, drop it right there. And remember, this is just giving it look, so I want to go ahead and put it in the center and then reduce this. Okay, and then the gap, I don't really care about the gap. I want it close to that because this looks good to introduce a new section, so that's basically why I have this. So we have this section right here. So right here you can see that we have this section and we have these three little buttons. So I want to go ahead and add in a new section. So right here, I'm going to click on add a new section, click on these three, and now you guys can see that we have these three little bubbles right here. So clicking on this. Now, we have different ones. There's image boxes, there's icon boxes, there's all sorts of stuff. Now guys, also, they have a pro version in this. So the pro version basically gives you access to more of those modules, but we'll talk more about that after this section right here. So basically on this website right here, I'm actually going to go ahead and show you guys. I'll just go ahead and show you some of these pro features just to give you guys an example of, they offer a pro version. There is a link in the description. You guys can purchase the pro version if you'd want. You don't have to, but you get a lot of more icons, you get a lot more widgets, and you also get a lot more of the pre-made layouts. So this company actually gives you a lot more layouts that if you purchase their pro, and this site's going just a little bit slow. All right, it's working, it's loading. It's almost done. Okay, so right here you guys can see I have the pro elements right here. So they basically give you like slides, like if you want those full sliders, they give you pricing tables, a flip box, and share buttons, a countdown. So for example, like a flip box is basically like saying if you hover over it, it flips over. So that's basically one of the pro features. But we don't have to. I'm going to talk about all the pro features a little bit later in this tutorial. So if you guys decide to purchase the pro version, I think it's like $100 for the whole year, and you get like support and everything. It's pretty amazing. So the pro features, you get the pro features and you get the support. So it's kind of like a win-win. And if you guys do purchase it, I do make a small commission, and it helps me continue to make these tutorials for free because these are long tutorials, right? Like it's a long time, but it's fine. So right here, I'm gonna click on icon. And I'm just going to drag it right here. Now, guys, that's kind of ugly, but if you ever want just like a regular little icon with no text or anything else, that's what you're going to do. But I don't want that. I want some text. I want some flavor to everything, So just going down here, you have icon box and then image box. So the icon box is the one with the text. And the other one is the image box where basically you can put your own picture in instead. So let's say you're a really handsome looking guy or you're a beautiful girl. You can kind of like introduce yourself like this is, Tiffany, and then you can talk about your position or something like that. But I'm just going to go ahead and use these icons for now. Okay, but I'm just kind of, just giving you an example of that. So right here I have this as a heading. Now guys, I know that disappeared, but you can always just click on like the duplicate or add a new section, and it's just going to go ahead and make it another one. And then of course you can drag and drop it. But I'm going to close this right here. Now you guys can also do like plus, to add another section. But So I'm gonna go ahead and close this again, and then we're just gonna go ahead and do that again. So I'm gonna close this. All right. And